Hello all, in this video we will discuss the NSO question paper for class 2 of the year 2025-26. The examination was conducted on 13 November 2025 and the question paper set is set A. Let's see the questions and also discuss the answers. This is the first page of the question paper. You can see SOF National Science Olympiad 2025-26. The question paper set is A. The examination was conducted on 13 November 2025. The time given for completing the exam is 1 hour. Right? So the question paper would contain 3 sections. Section 1 logical reasoning, section 2 science and section 3 achiever section. So each question in achiever section carries 2 marks each, where all other questions carries 1 mark each. All questions are compulsory and there is no negative marking. Okay, and always there will be only one correct answer and choose only one option for an answer. So your choice of answer should be marked in the OMR sheet provided along with this question paper. Fine. So let's see what are the questions. So the first section is logical reasoning in the question paper. So the question number 1. Find the missing number if same rule is followed in all 3 figures. So you can see 3 figures given and they say that you have to find the missing number, and also they have given a clue that the same rule is followed in all 3 figures. So options are A 35, B 45, C 39 and D 43. So what is the missing number in the third figure, given that all the figures have the same rule? So the clue here to solve this question is that they say the same rule is followed by all the 3 figures. So now you have to understand the rule or get to know the pattern. Okay, what is it been like? So 46. 16 plus 12 plus 18 is 46. 24 plus 8 plus 10 is 42. So what is, you get to know that in each figure the middle, the circle number is the sum of other 3 numbers. So here if you apply the same rule, it's 43. 15 plus 17 plus 11 is 43. Hence, answer is option D. So let's move on to the second question. There are dash different possible ways for Vihan to reach the stadium. A picture of stadium is given. Vihan is standing and there is a diagram given like with the arrows. So you have to count the possible ways in which Vihan can reach the stadium. Option is A 6, B 4, C 5 and D 3. Now count the number of ways. Use the arrows, to identify different ways and select the answer appropriately. So if you follow the arrows, there are 4 ways in which Vihan can reach the stadium. So look at the picture carefully. So arrows are given means that he cannot take reverse, right? So don't do that. Yeah, he cannot come back in the same path and take a halfway like that. So the arrows are being given to guide you appropriately. So there are 4 different possible ways for Vihan to reach the stadium. Question 3. Radio dash is third to the left of fourth radio from the right. So the radios are given having the names P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. You have to find the third radio which is left of fourth radio from the right hand. So they have also marked the right side. Fine. So option A says V, B, P, C, S and D, Q. Find the position. So in this question, first let's find out fourth radio from the right end. So the right is already mentioned in the question paper. What is the fourth radio from the right end? W is 1, V is 2, U is 3 and fourth is T. So now from the T you have to find the third radio to the left of T. So what is the third radio to the left of T? So S is the first radio to the left of T, R is the second radio to the left of T, and now Q is the third radio to the left of T. Hence, answer is Q. Radio Q is third to the left of fourth radio from the right end. In these type of questions, first try to find out, like, divide the question so that first you find the fourth radio from the right end. Then you start finding the answer. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. If torch is called speaker, speaker is called as a charging cable, and the charging cable is called as a clock, then what is dash is generally used to charge mobile phone? A picture of a speaker, B picture of a clock, C picture of a charging cable, and D picture of a torch. So torch is called as a speaker. Speaker is called as a charging cable. So charging cable is called as a clock. So then clock is generally used to charge mobile phone. Answer is B. Next question, question 5. How many groups of 4 matchboxes each can be formed from the given matchboxes? Option A 6, option B 3, option C 4, option D 5. So there are total of 16 matchboxes. So now you can make 4 groups of 4 matchboxes each. Answer C. Select the odd one out on the basis of edible plant part. A picture of carrot, B picture of a radish, C picture of potato, and D picture of beetroot. Select the odd one out. So here the edible part, plant part in carrot, radish and beetroot is the root itself. But in potato it is the stem, which is the edible plant part. So hence answer is option C. Question 7. Which of the following statements is correct? A cow lives in a burrow. B. A horse lives in a stable. C. A pig lives in a kennel. D. A dog lives in a coop. So you have to choose the correct statement. The correct statement is B, which says a horse lives in a stable. So next question, question number 8. Select the correct statement. A. Indoor games like Ludo and hockey are very good for our physical health. B. Carom is both an indoor as well as an outdoor game. C. An outdoor game like cricket helps in enhancing the team spirit. D. Outdoor games like chess and table tennis are very good for our mental health. So choose the correct statement. Indoor games like Ludo and hockey are very good for our physical health. Indoor games like Ludo, hockey is not an indoor game, so it's an incorrect statement. Carom is both an outdoor and indoor and as well as an outdoor game. No, carom is an indoor game and not an outdoor game. So again incorrect statement. An outdoor game like cricket helps in enhancing the team spirit. Yes, correct. Outdoor games like chess and table tennis are very good for our mental health. No, chess is not an outdoor game. So it's an again incorrect statement. Answer is option C. Question number 9. I work all day without rest. Pumping blood is what I do best. Who am I? A. Lungs, B. Brain, C. Heart, and D. Stomach. It's a very straightforward question. Answer is option C, which says heart. Question 10. Select the option that correctly completes the word in the given statement. The bones in our body form a strong S-E-E-O- which gives shape to our body, supports it and protects our vital organs. Option A says NLOT, B says KLTN and C say TSKI and D RKTI. You have to fill in the blanks. So which are the appropriate letters you will use from the options to fill in the blank. So what's the answer? What is the word we have to find first? The bones in our body form a strong skeleton which gives shapes to our body, supports it and protects our vital organ. What is spelling of skeleton? skeleton. So which B, option B satisfies that answer. skeleton, skeleton, option B. Question 11. Which of the following is not a bodybuilding food? Option A, bread. Option B, egg. Option C, cheese. Option D, fish. Which is not a bodybuilding food? So what is bodybuilding food? The food like meat like chicken, fish, eggs, dairy products, legumes, beans, whole grains, nuts, seeds. These are called as bodybuilding foods because they provide us with essential proteins, right? So, and it is very much essential for muscle growth and recovery. So these are called as bodybuilding food. Now you have to choose which is not a bodybuilding food. So which is not a bodybuilding food among these? It's the bread. Okay, so bread is not a bodybuilding food among the option, hence answer is option A. Let's move on to the next question. Question 12. Harsh stretches his arm while facing the rising sun. In which direction is his left hand pointing to? A, north, B, south, C, east and D, west. So Harsh is standing facing the rising sun. Okay, and now you have to tell the direction his left hand is pointing to. So Harsh is facing the rising sun, which means that Harsh is facing the east. So whenever you face the east, your left hand will always point to the north and the right to south, and behind you will be the west. Okay, hence answer is north. Remember, if you're facing east, then to your left is the north and to your right is south and behind you is west. Answer A. Question 13. Match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct option. Column 1, A says igloo, B hut, C houseboat, D pakka house. Column 2, 1 bamboo and straw, 2 wood, 3 bricks and cement and 4 ice blocks. Now you have to match column 1 and column 2 and choose the options appropriately. So let's match column 1 with column 2. A, igloo. Igloo is made up of ice blocks. So A, 4. Hut, bamboo and straw. So B, 1. Houseboat, wood. C, 2. Pakka house are made up of bricks and cement. So D, 3. The answer is option C, which matches column 1 and column 2 appropriately. Hence answer is option C. Next question, question number 14. Rohan's father's brother and his son came over for dinner at Rohan's house. What is the relation of Rohan with his father's brother, son? A, nephew, B, cousin brother, C, grandson and D, uncle. So father's brother, son is cousin brother, right? So if you have a father's brother and his son, the son will be cousin brother to you. So here answer is B. Okay, Rohan with his brother's son. Rohan's cousin brother is his father's brother's son. Answer B. Question 15. Who among the following shows a good posture? The picture of different position or posture has been given. Okay, now you have to choose a good posture among the following. So among all the options, the picture which shows a good posture is option A. Question number 16. Rahul needs to cross a busy road but there is no zebra crossing nearby. What should he do to cross the road safely? A. Run quickly across the road. B. Look left, right and then again left and cross the road only when no vehicles are coming near. C. Close his eyes and walk fast across the road. D. None of these. So what should Rahul do to cross the road when there is no zebra line crossing? So when there is no zebra crossing, Rahul needs to look left, right and then again left and cross the road only when no vehicles are coming near. Answer is option B. Question 17. Identify the road signs shown in the given pictures and select the options. Select the correct option. PQ. Okay, so P denotes the picture and there is a Q, column Q, which also Q means another picture. Okay, so now you have to see whether the options say correct statement about P and respectively with Q also. A, P. A is men at work and option A say Q is pedestrian crossing. B, option P is picture P is steep descent ahead and Q is slippery road ahead. C says P is zebra crossing, Q is roundabout ahead. D says P is speed breaker ahead and Q is men at work. So identify the road signs and choose the correct option. Picture P steep descent ahead and picture Q says slippery road ahead. So a correct answer is option B. Next, question 18. Which of the following is the correct example of a food chain? A says grass, deer, tiger. B, tiger, grass, deer. C, deer, tiger, grass. D says tiger, deer, grass. Correct example of a food chain. The correct example of a food chain is option A, would say grass, deer, deer, tiger. So what is a food chain? Food chain represents the linear flow of energy and nutrients in the ecosystem. That is, like in simpler words, it shows who eats whom. Okay, and the arrow always point in the direction of energy flow. Okay, so don't get confused. The arrow is very important. The arrow always point in the direction of energy flow from the organism that is eaten to the organism that eats it. Okay, so if you check option A and D, yeah, which is correct? So always the food chain works, the arrow will point only in the direction of energy flow from the organism that is eaten to the organism that eats it. So the grass will be eaten, arrows point out to deer. So grass will be eaten by the deer. Correct. And the arrow also pointed for the deer will be eaten by the tiger. So the correct example of a food chain is option A. Question 19. Select the correct option which on unscrambling gives the name of a protective food. So there are scrambled words given as options. Okay. So now you have to unscramble it to give the name of a protective food. So what is protective food? Protective food are the food which is rich in vitamins, minerals. Okay, or and protective food also help us to protect the body and boost the immune system. So when you unscramble the first A, it can be paprika, chia pet. Unlikely, it is not a common food. Okay, unlikely common food name. So option B, it becomes aprine or ranip, which is also not a common food name. Okay, option A and B is not a common food name. C, you can unscramble it and get a word potato. So potato is not a protective food. It is an energy giving food. So in option D, it is apple. Okay. So yes, apple, a fruit rich in vitamins. So yes, it is a protective food. Hence answer is option D. Question 20. Karan is crossing the road with his friend at the zebra crossing and the traffic light is green for pedestrians. Is he following the correct safety rule? Option A says yes, because the zebra crossing is for pedestrians to cross any time. Option B says no, because the traffic light must be read before crossing safely. Option C says yes, because the green light of the traffic signal means it is safe to cross the road. Option D says no, because zebra crossing should never be used during busy hours. So what is the correct safety rule? So in the question, it is clearly mentioned that the traffic light is green for pedestrians. So what that means? Karan can cross the road with his friend while the zebra crossing and the traffic light is green for pedestrian. Yes, because the green light of the traffic signal means it's safe to cross the road. Okay, answer is option C. Question 21. Aquatic animals can breathe underwater because dash. A. Water contains dissolved air. B. They do not need air to survive. C. Their lungs turn water into air when they need to breathe. And D. They breathe by drinking water. So the aquatic animals can breathe underwater because they have specialized organs that allow them to extract the dissolved oxygen from the water. So answer is option A. Water contains dissolved air and this aquatic animals has special organs which can extract the dissolved oxygen in the water for their breathing. Answer A. Question 22. Strike out every alternate letter starting from the first one and select the option that gives the name of a landform that has high peak. Options are also given. Yeah, you have to strike out the letters, every alternate letters, and find out the name of a landform that has high peak. So the important thing in this question is that they say start from the first one. So that means that you have to strike out the first letter. Okay. So now tell me, what is the name of landform that has high peak? There are many landforms like plains, plateaus, mountains. Yeah. So what is the landform that has high peak? It's called as mountain. So now you know that the answer is mountain. Now you have to start striking out every alternate letter, and the important thing is that they clearly say starting from the first one. So that means that first one has to be striked. So if you strike G, the next letter you get is M. H will be striked because H is alternate. Then O, then I will be striked, W, then P, then Q, then X will be striked off, Y will be striked off, Q will be striked, and you will get mountain. Mountain, mountain, which is the answer. Option B. Question 23. Pile boils some water in a kettle as shown in the given picture. What happens to the water when it is boiled? A. Water changes into steam. B. Water vapor arising from the water changes into smoke. Water vapor arising from water changes into ice. Water vapor arising from water changes into powder. So what is the correct option? Correct answer to be choose? So when you boil some water, the water changes into steam. Answer is option A. Question 24. The given diagram shows two types of movements, X and Y of Earth. Identify X and Y and select the correct statement regarding them. So please check on the figure X and Y. And X and Y are the two types of movements of Earth. A. X causes day and night while Y causes change in season. B. Y makes the Earth spin like a top and while X make it orbit around the Sun. Earth completes X in 365 days while it takes 24 hours to complete Y. D. Change in length of shadows throughout the day is caused by Y only. So which is the correct statement? Here you should know about revolution and the rotation of Earth. Yeah, it's covered in your chapter. Yeah, light and shadows. So X causes day and night and Y causes change in season. Okay, so A is the answer. Question 25. Plant X has bright yellow flowers and produces tiny seeds that give us oil for cooking. Identify the plant X. A. Sunflower, B. Marigold, C. Rose and D. Hibiscus. So which is that plant? The plant that has bright yellow flowers and produces tiny seeds that give us oil for cooking is sunflower, and the sunflower plant gives sunflower oil which is used for cooking. Answer is option A. Question 26. Read the given statements made by three friends. So there are three friends, Tina, Arav, Sia. Tina says, a toy robot is a living thing as it can move and make sound. Arav says, moon is a living thing as it changes its shape every day. Sia says, all man-made things are non-living. Who among them has or have made an incorrect statement? A. Tina only, B. Tina and Arav only, C. Sia only, D. Arav and Sia only. Read the statement again, understand and then answer the question. So the statement to be made is incorrect statement. Okay, you have to take on the incorrect statement. All man-made things are non-living. So that is a correct statement. Other two are incorrect statements. So hence answer is Tina and Arav only. Option B. So question number 27. Sneha's grandmother gave her a sweater. The wool used to make it mostly comes from the hair of which of the following animals? Option A, cow, B, sheep, C, picture of donkey and D, picture of horse. So which is the animal used to make wool? We get wool from sheep. Answer is option B. Question number 28. I am a light colored sleeveless dress. I can absorb sweat very well. You like to wear me in dash. A. Summer, B. Winter, C. Monsoon, D. None of this. So in a hot or summer season we wear light colored sleeveless dress which can absorb sweat very well. So the answer is option A, summer. 29. Aisha noticed a nice smell coming from the kitchen. She ran to check what her mom is cooking in the kitchen. Which body part helped her sense the smell? A. Eyes, B. Ears, C. Nose, D. Hands. Answer is option C, which says nose. We can smell by nose. Question 30. Study the given relationship and select the option that correctly identifies X. Rib cage, lungs. Skull, X. So we have to identify the X. Option A, picture of kidneys. B, picture of brain. C, picture of heart. And D, picture of stomach. So now you understand the relationship between ribcage and lung. Ribcage protects the lungs, right? So skull protects brain. Answer is B. So this is the last section in the question paper, achiever section, and each question carried 2 mark each. And the total number of questions in this section is 5. So question 31. Refer to the given word chop table and select the option that correctly answers the following question. A. Name of the plant that provides us wood for making furniture. B. Name of the plant that grows along the ground and bears heavy fruits. Okay, so there are numbers given in each option, and if you see the chop table also, the number is specified there. So each number denotes letters. So if it is 6, 11, 16, it becomes 6 is SHE, 11 is ESH, and 16 is AM, Shisham, right? So like that you have to decode each number and see whether it's correct to the question provided as A and B in the question 31. Okay, so like that you have to sort it out, understand, and then choose the option appropriately. So option A, 6, 11, 16. So 6 is SHE, 11 is EH, and 16 is AM, Shisham. So Shisham, yes, it's the name of the plant that provides us wood for making furniture. So B, 4, 7, 12. So what is 4? PU. 7, MP. And 12 says KIN, pumpkin. Yes, pumpkin is a plant that grows along the ground and bears heavy fruit. Okay, so answer is option A, which says shisham and pumpkin. Okay, now question 32. Refer to the given flow chart and select the option that correctly identifies P, Q, R and S. PQRS. Option A is dog, frog, cat, goat. B, elephant, lion, deer, bear. C, lion, zebra, duck, cat. D, horse, hyena, hen, sheep. Take time, understand the flow chart, and then correctly identify P, Q, R and S, and then choose the option as per the PQRS. Okay, take time. So here let's find out yes first. So it should be an animal, yes, and it should be domestic animal, yes, and then it should be a domestic animal, but it should be an animal that don't give us useful things. So which is that animal? Yes, in yes it is goat, bear, cat, sheep. So it should be goat is a domestic animal, correct, and it gives useful things, yes. Bear is a domestic animal, no. Cat is a domestic animal, yes. Does it give anything that is useful to us? No. Sheep is a domestic animal, yes. Does that give anything useful to us? Yes, it gives wool. So which qualifies yes? Cat, correct? So next we will do R. So what R says? It should be an animal, it should be a domestic animal, and it should be an animal that gives us useful things. So if you go in R, cat does not, it is a domestic animal, but it does not give us any useful thing. Deer is a domestic animal. No. Duck is a domestic animal. Yes, but does it give us useful things? Yes. So duck. Hen is also a domestic animal, but it gives us useful thing. Yes. So duck and hen can be R. Correct. But if you choose hen, the sheep doesn't qualify the S, right? So again, you get the answer as C option only. And then let's do the Q part. It should be an animal. It should not be a domestic animal. And it should not be a flesh-eating animal. So that means that frog is an animal. It's a domestic animal. No. Is it a flesh-eating animal? No. Lion, it's a domestic animal. No. Is it a flesh-eating animal? No. Zebra, yes, it's not a domestic animal. Is it a flesh-eating animal? No, but lion is a flesh-eating animal, so it doesn't qualify. So zebra, yes. Hyena, Hyena also qualifies for flesh-eating animal, but the option other RNS does not help as a correct option, right? Option D. So zebra. So again you stick in on the option C. Then next go to P. It should be an animal, it should not be a domestic animal, and it should be a flesh-eating animal. Okay, so lion qualifies for a lion is an animal, it's not a domestic animal, and it's a flesh-eating animal. So option is P will be lion. So lion, zebra, duck, cat is the correct answer. And so hence the answer is option C. Question 33. Which of the following cannot be found in the given word grid? A. An internal organ that helps us to breathe. B. A sense organ that helps us to see things around us. C. An internal organ that removes waste from our body as urine. D. An internal organ that churns food and helps in digestion. So you have to see the word grid and you have to find the answers. First answer the option, find it, and if you are not able to find it, tick on that option as your answer. Take time and do it. So here an internal organ that helps us to breathe is lungs. So lungs is there in the word grid. And a sense organ that helps us to see things around us, eyes, it's in the word grid. An internal organ that churns food and helps in digestion, stomach, it's also there in the word grid. An internal organ that removes waste from our body as urine, kidneys, which is not present in the word grid. Hence answer is option C. Let's move on to the next question, question 34. Refer to the given diagram and select the option which correctly identifies X and Y. So in that figure, you are supposed to put the options and correctly identify the X and Y. X says egg, rice, honey, lettuce. Y says milk, pulses, paneer, carrot. So now X must be both energy giving food and food obtained from plants, and Y must be food obtained from plants and also must be a body building food. So take time, understand and correctly identify X and Y. Remember, X must be energy giving food and also food obtained from plants, and Y must be food obtained from plants and also body building food. So rice, energy giving food and food obtained from plants. Okay. And Y is pulses, that is also food obtained from plants and body building food. So answer is option B, which says rice and pulses. Now put on egg and milk. See whether it qualifies. Check for other options also. That's how you end up with the correct answer. Okay. Answer option B. Question number 35. Study the given family tree of Aryan and select the correct statement regarding it. A. Meena and Rakesh are the maternal grandparents of Aryan. B. Roshni is the paternal aunt of Aryan. C. Reeti and Reema are Aryan's siblings. D. Preeti is Aryan's paternal aunt. So they have given circle will be woman and square will be man, and they have given that Meena Rakesh has one son and a daughter, Suraj son and Roshni is the daughter. Suraj wife is Preeti, Roshni's husband is Rohit. So Preeti and Suraj has one daughter Avni and one son Aryan. Roshni and Rohit has two daughters Reeti and Reema. Now you have to choose the correct statement after understanding the family tree. Here option A says Meena and Rakesh are maternal grandparents of Aryan. So Aryan is here. Okay. So Meena and Rakesh. Okay. Meena and Rakesh are Aryan's father's mom and dad. So they are not maternal grandparents, they are paternal grandparents, which is an incorrect statement. Roshni is the paternal aunt of Aryan. So Aryan's father's sister is Roshni. So yes, correct. Roshni is paternal aunt of Aryan because Roshni is his father's sister. Reeti and Reema are Aryan's sibling. No, Reeti and Reema are Aryan's father's sister's kids, right? So they are not Aryan siblings. Who is Aryan's sibling? Avni is Aryan's sibling. Preeti is Aryan's paternal aunt. Preeti is Aryan's mom, not paternal aunt. Aryan's paternal aunt is Roshni. Hence, the correct statement is option B. With this, we have completed the discussion of NSO Olympiad examination question paper of the year 2025-26. The question paper set was set B and the exam was conducted in the month of November 2025. So all the best for your Olympiad preparations. Please do share, like and subscribe our channel, which would really motivate and encourage us to do more. Thank you.